Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, we are here for yet another live stream here on Star Trek Fleet Command, and I just want to start the show with a bit of a somber mood because obviously, as most of you will be aware by now, sadly the UK lost its head of state, Queen Elizabeth II, who sadly passed away today at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. And yeah, it's a bit of a shocker for the country, but I think most of us knew it wasn't far away, it was coming. But that as it may, sadly she has passed away, and now we do move the monarchy over to back to a king in her son King Charles III. So may long he reign. Obviously, he is of an advanced age himself, but long may he reign. But anyway, let's crack on with this show. So, yeah, what an interesting couple of days we've actually had. Because, yeah, Scopely really cocked up, didn't they? Yes, they did. Not only did we have things broken, we had broken of events and... yeah, all sorts really. They ended up nerfing a character that's been in the game since day uno. And what an outrage it massively caused. Now, obviously, the whole situation has been fixed. So what I'll do is, forgive the screen transition here while we do this, is I'm going to try and see if I've got... oh yes, a nice image from server 139 where they did the QE in respect of Her Majesty the Queen. So if I've got Discord up, Notepad, Play Store, emails, oh lordy, where's Discord? Is it not even here at the minute? Oh yes, there, right, so hang on. For some reason, I can't get this to go backwards. Ah, there we go. So, right. We're on the official Discord. Game announcements. So, is this the one? No, that's not the one. Is this a new one? Oh, we have a new announcement. Yes, so, opening the wormhole has definitely sent ripples through space and time in the Alpha Quadrant. We appreciate your patience as we work to stabilise and restore the balance to our side of the universe. We're also sending some help to keep your crews in order. Full Unlock Major Kieran Reese has been added to the Elite Battle Pass. Ooh! So for those who are going to get the Battle Pass, obviously now you're going to be able to get this. Also, all shards will be added to milestone 20 of the free and elite tracks. It may take several hours before this becomes visible in the game. Wow, well, there's a different announcement that we was not expecting, so which means 6th of September, no, that's not today. So, but that was today, so that's the game announcement, so an unexpected announcement, and my green screen's just not, that should fix the green screen, yay, that's fixed it. So, in that case then, we need to go here, because we got this from Old Man today. Yes, they have fixed Gala, and I'm in the wrong place. There we go. So I'll take while we read this, I'm gonna switch the camera off briefly while we read what Old Man sent us. So we just released an update with the following fixes and changes. Gala has been rescued from jail, hence the reason why we've all been shouting the last 24 hours. Oh, there's another message from Resident Eco as well. Ooh, interesting. There's a lot going on. Gee, what a start to the show. Gala has been rescued. We've all been saying hashtag free Gala. Yes, since they nerfed Gala, we've all been screaming for her to come back into the game as she was. And because of the overwhelming feedback and the number of various things that the other content creators like Rev and DJs did, and Noah Shao possibly, I don't know, I joined the stream to begin with, but then obviously I had to go to bed. But a number of things were done, and by the looks of it, Scopely finally listened. Also, the rare and epic Cardassian armadas have had their hostility ability buff removed. So there's changes there. I believe DJs has actually gone deeper into that one with his announcement. So if you do have your Discord available, do check that one out as well. Miles O'Brien officer ability should now correctly apply to only armadas and function as intended. The new description reads, at the start of each round, Miles O'Brien has X% chance of increasing shots against Armada target by 100% for 3 rounds. Hi there, Abby. Now, I've been seeing apparently Miles O'Brien was also working in PvP, so those who went and actually bought him from the in-app store, they were finding he was working in PvP as well. I think PvE as well. So, they've sorted that out and... yeah, they've made him work right, which is absolutely fine because he's a new character into the game, and obviously he was launched to stating he was doing armadas only. So yeah. Now, Mantis Debuff has also been fixed. Many of you have been impacted by the Mantis's cloaking activation error not ready. We should now be working again correctly because apparently the Mantis developed an ability to cloak, which nobody knew was coming. No, I don't think that was intended. But it's now been sorted out. Also, scoring lag improvements. The dev team have been working on the scoring lag, very often reported at event reset, where actions didn't count towards ongoing dailies events. You should notice some improvements in the area while we continue to work on optimizations. Also, there is also a gift in your gift section. Whether it's showing or not, so it wasn't last time I checked. For me, might be at the minute, I don't know. But given that today, 8th of September, is Star Trek Day, it's there. So now we've also just noticed a new so let's just quickly flick over to the Talking Trek desk. So from the desk of the President Eco. Oh, and this was the announcement that we have just read as well. So new things coming in, new additions added, which makes things hopefully just that little bit better. Let's get rid of that. Oh, hello. So now, obviously, I've got my notifications on Discord. And that bugs me so much I could turn it off. But the problem is it's nice to just get a quick see on what some people are saying. But anyway, let's hop back into the game. Yes, because obviously, like it said, armadas have been sorted out. So shall we pop on over to the Cardassian star systems and see what has happened. So, epics and rares. Now, obviously, our alliance is running a number of armadas. I will admit, I've actually continued to run armadas, join armadas, because I'm actually using it for my personal alliance reputation. I'm also using it as stuff towards helping our new Starbase, which I will show you as well in the stream. So, here's the rare Obsidian Order Station. As you can see, the buff has actually disappeared. It's no longer there. But what's that going to mean when you target this armada? Well, let's have a look. Still hitting with a 5 million. Now, I've not gone into this, but I have seen RevJuice pulling it in his videos about how hard these things actually hit. I tried to solo an uncommon level 36. Boy, did I get tanned. Yes, the difference between 4.4 million and 21 million was certainly evident in that fight. But this is obviously rare, and this is punching at 5 million. And now, this is only going to be limited to the critical chance and damage it clearly shows here. Which means there's a 20% chance it's going to hit a critical, so a 1 in 5 chance. For those who want it simplified. And it's going to times the 5 million by nearly 4 times. So I'm going to say that is going to be what, 15, 16, 17 and a half million hit when it hits you. That is a hit and a half. I mean, that will pop most G4 ships. I'm sure that will pop most G4 ships. So But yeah, so can we find an uncommon? Yes, my alliance is actually running one. So, I hate it when it does that. That's really annoying. So as you can see, the buff is still there. What's his buff at? Still at 10%. So which means that every round, at the end of each round, it's going to increase its critical chance by 10%. Let's go into some facts and figures about this Armada quickly before we blow up. As you can see, it's a 21.6 million. Ignore my Franklin because that's not what I use. 4 million hit per round and for its DPR. So, and its critical chance 20% again, so it's a 1 in 5 chance, and it's going to triple that. So that's a 12 million hit on a critical. Now I don't think I have any battle logs at the minute. Definitely none of 36s at the minute because obviously when Gala was switched off, we all stopped 36s. We all went, I recommend my alliance, if you're going to carry on, 33 or lower. 33 or lower. I did not want us going for the higher ones because, yeah, there wasn't going to be much point. So, I don't know if I've got time to quickly join them. Oh, yes, I have got time to quickly get in there. And at the minute as well, the Cardassian systems are currently a PvP zone as well. Yee! Just what we needed. So always need a good drink when you're on live stream. But yeah, so that's the changes. I mean, ouch, they really should make an Alliance Armada control center so more people can join our time. Yes and no. Because you can still do this on the size Armadas you've actually got. So it's not particularly that bad when it comes to it. I mean, oh, this is giving me a perfect idea of how what is 15, 7-second delay. That's not too bad. Yeah, you can actually still do these pretty well. I mean, as you're going to see what we've got coming for this Armada, by the looks of it, right, I'm going to pull out because I haven't called, and I'm thinking this Armada is going to be full. Yes, this Armada is going to be full, so I don't want to risk kicking anybody out of that Armada. So I'm going to pull out and not join it. I can't start any Armadas because I don't have any directives left. No, I don't. But where can I go get some? Well, there's only one place where you can get them when there's no available route. And that is the in-app store. Yes, that big gold thing in the top right corner. The Galactic Armada pack is back. One of the best packs in the game, to be perfectly honest. But the problem is, obviously, here in the UK, it's 90 quid. So, decent amount of Latinum. 3 epics and 6 rares and 12 regulars. So, yeah, you can crack on with that if you want to buy it. But yeah, it's not a bad pack, to be honest. Nice all the rewards as well. But again, these are ops based as well, so just bear that in mind as well. But I don't have 90 quid available. No. Now, as well, we do have the Elite Battle Pass lines. Hey Booth, what do you think of the refits for the epics? Oh, now there's an interesting one. We'll have a quick look at them in just a minute. It's a bit of a bugger that they're all the same buff, but I suppose on one hand it makes sense, because why give a certain advantage to one ship and a different advantage to another ship? Make them all the same. It does make them a bit generic, but yeah. I mean, at the minute, I noticed, oh, here we go, Miles O'Brien is actually in the store for a whopping £90. Or if you want to just do a smaller one, it's 45 quid. Well, it's still a full unlock. It's still a full unlock. So for what a nice £45 or $50 for those of you in the across the pond, yes, you can unlock Miles O'Brien. But you've only got just under 3 days to get it done. Yes, so if you want it, get it. It's a limited time offer. No, I'm not a salesperson. So, but yeah, now the salvage parts I've seen so far in the in-app store is only the Enterprise ones, not the other two. So, But we don't. Let's just jump into the base and scoot across to our hangar. All my buildings are finally slowly building out to having everything. So here we go. So let's have a look at the Enterprise refit. Increases all base mitigation stats by 200%. Now, to be honest, it's actually not a bad look. But the one thing is, when I saw this in the patch notes about hijacked ships, oh dear, got a bit of a flat thing there. I started thinking, are we going to be able to get ships that we can take and bring back to our scrapyard for scrapping, for materials and resources? They gave us this, didn't they? So, what do I think about them? A 200% boost is not particularly that bad. Now, the problem, again, is base. So, which means it's just literally limited to the base values of the ship. It doesn't include any other research. So, it could be a good improvement. It might not be. I don't know. I've not had to face one yet in a PvP fight. But we shall see when it comes around. It depends how many players on my server actually go and buy it. But I don't think it's a too bad yeah, I don't think it's particularly that bad. Right. Now, I also want to bring up something else that was a comment put on one of my videos. I'm just going to call up the video. Now, obviously, I won't be doing it here on screen, but there was an unusual comment added. And to be honest with you, I really did not know how to answer it. Yeah. Now, they've basically said that, and I'm actually going to answer this as well on stream. So if you are watching, please, I'm going to obviously read what you said for those who have not seen it yet. And I'm also going to respond because literally I did not know what to write. I've had some time to think about it. Now, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and that is something that I will always stick with. If this is how you feel, then that is how you truly feel. And respect to you for literally putting it out there. They said this is one of the crappiest games that they've ever had the displeasure to play. Well, I kind of have to disagree with you there. It's not perfect. Okay, it's not perfect by far. This year has certainly proven it's not been that good a game to play. Trust me, we've had better in this game, a lot better. And this year has been let down. The last 3 months has definitely been let down. The launch of Deep Space Nine certainly was a complete sham. Taking a built-in mechanic from day one, nerfing it because the players actually took a strategy game, worked out the strategy to complete the task laid out in front of them by the game designers. So that was a bit of a crap deal, the fact they nerfed it. So yes, crappy on that front, but other than that, it's not too bad a game. Yeah. Okay, there are things that really could do with improvement, like the battle sequences. Scopely can make decent adverts for the game, but the battle scenes in that are nowhere near what they are in here. In the game, it's a 5-second fight where the two objects just dance around each other. In the videos, it's a full-blown firefight with maneuvers and everything, weapons. But that's by the by. So. The only way to get ahead in this game is to pay and pay and pay. No, I will disagree with that bit. It's not a pay. I spend £20 a month, and that's on the Elite Battle Pass. And I didn't even start doing it when the Borg arc was released. The very first arc we had back in January 2020. I didn't spend in that. Because I didn't know, I didn't really want to spend any money in the game. I'd done it with a couple of other games, a couple of quid here, a couple of quid there. But since I'm having a family, yeah, I've got to choose where I put my money. And for the first few months, I didn't actually buy that Power Pass. Then I started buying it and I started seeing a bit more of a benefit. So £20 a month, yeah, okay. Yeah, you're paying a little bit. But for me, I could say that's like a subscription fee. That could be a subscription fee to a magazine or a something else. That's the way I see it. Yes, now there have been a couple of paid features like the extra build, the 2 research slots, and the G-Dock that I've gone out and bought. Yes, because I see them value to help me progress in the game. Do I want to spend money on the other packs for resources, materials, Officer XP, shards and things like that? Hell yes, I want to. But do I have the money? No. So what have I got to do? I've got to grind it out. And I'm not going to lie, the grind in this game is an absolute joke. It's ridiculous, but that's what it is. That's what it is. And I'm quite happy to grind it out. To be honest, I did my first full round of mining today that I planned out, and I actually got it all done by, in about 7 hours in total, including working around my family. So, my family responsibilities. So, I'm going to actually disagree that it's pay. That's for those who choose that they want to pay. And I appreciate those who want to pay. Because if we didn't have the people who pay, we would not have a game. Because at the end of the day, that money pays towards extra features in the game. It pays towards the staff's wages. It pays towards the bosses telling the staff how to actually do the game. And the bosses to turn around and tell the teams, stop doing that. Don't give the players advantage to that. And then we all kick off. Okay, we made a mistake. We'll give you it back. But anyway, so moving on to the next one. The company behind this dumpster fire was one of the most greediest mobile games companies ever to put a game. Now, that bit I have got no opinion on because I don't know Scopely. I don't work for them. I'm not an NDA content creator. I don't have to deal with the dev team, the community manager. I read what the community manager puts. Eco is one of the best community managers I've seen for the game so far, but on that front as well, I'm not completely familiar with the whole structure of community managers, dev teams and all that, because this is the first MMO that I've actually properly played. I've done a few. World of Warcraft, as I've mentioned a couple of times in streams and in videos, but I only played that for a couple of months. And to be perfectly honest, I should have played that game a lot better instead of rushing to level 50 inside 2 months. But that beats me. Now, it took money to even begin to get anywhere in the game. Now, that is your choice. That one is a player's choice, because do they want to rush to get to the decent stuff, or do they want to, grind it out? You can grind it out. And for me, to get where I am now, I've been playing this game since it was launched back on the 29th of November, 2018. Yes. Within the first few days, I was up to level 10. And then I started realising there's a lot of stuff I've not actually done. Like my research. I mean, it's like, why is this other level 10 player's Realtor stronger than mine when we're both exactly the same level? We've both got the same strength, but yet his is better than mine. Turned out, because I didn't do the research and because I was unfamiliar with that. So, now, if you want to rush in it, yes, you are going to have to spend. If you want to grind it out and do it, to me, it's the way I see it, do the game properly, you have to grind it out. You learn these things. You learn the strategies. You learn what works and what doesn't. For me, I've just got Gala. I'm figuring out how she works. So far, I'm finding she's actually doing 3 or 4 less level 41 swarms than what my Spike, Spock, Lalande did. But, is that going to ruin my gameplay? No. It's definitely making my shields take less damage. I will say that, because with Spock, Lalande and Pike, my shields are taking a hell of a lot of damage, but I'm not taking as much on the hull. With Jayla, with Pike and Spock, my shields are not taking as much damage. But again, it probably a little bit more on my hull. Not that much, but... So, it's working out what works for you in the game. So, no, you don't need to spend to get ahead in the game unless you really want to rush it. Now, I highly recommend anyone looking for a good game to find to play anything but this crappy game. I feel so sorry for anyone who's still a Star Trek fan, because after playing this game has made me hate Star Trek and anything that has anything to do with it. Now, I am truly sorry that you feel that way. I truly am. I got into this game because of my love for Star Trek. There's a lot of Star Trek games I wanted to play, but there was all PC and I didn't have a PC. My laptop is as old as bloody... It's like a brick. It's old. But, what the hell is this song? I really don't know. Ah, it's finished. But it can't handle it. I've tried reloading Star Trek Armada 2 into it since I found my game in storage. It won't load. What am I going to do? Well, simple. I've got to save up and actually get a PC with a bigger RAM and everything so I can play the games. But then I can just get them from that's that GOG site. So, yeah. And play them that way instead of actually using a disc. And I don't understand why my screen's gone. Oh, hang on. Is it because I've not done anything to my screen for a while? Probably not. But but the fact that this has turned you against Star Trek, I kind of... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Sorry, my daughter's there just telling me where she's plugging her phone. That's cool. But yeah, the fact it's made you hate anything to do with Star Trek, that... I'm truly sorry you feel that way. I don't see how a game can turn you off something. So like, let me think. Let me just take Mario, Super Mario, right? There was a film made for it. The film was crap, right? But I like the game. Super Sonic Hedgehog. There's been some films released. I've not seen them yet, but I enjoyed playing it on the Sega. I don't have a Sega anymore, so I can't play it. But I'm sure there's other ways around it. Anyway, so the fact that this game's made you hate everything to do with Star Trek, I am truly sorry. It shouldn't have come to that, really, but if that's where you feel, then that's where you feel. So, and then obviously you're saying that to avoid this game. Yes, like I said, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. And if that is how you truly feel, then that is how you truly feel about it. So, but to me, no, it's not... The problems in this game is not going to change me from watching Star Trek. It's not going to change the way I do stuff. Right, so with all that said, let's actually get back to the comments that's been put in so far for the stream. So Booth, you said, do you see the STFC, and I did a full lock to Major Kane Race Elite Battle Pass? Yes, we have just seen the announcement. Obviously, we did see the announcement come up in the stream. I spend $30 and $130, 2 BPs and 1 pack, but I don't use cable and don't go to the movies. Watch TV free on the internet, so I don't have the 200 cables expense, which ends in New York is expensive. I don't know what that's like over there, buddy. We have a TV license here in the UK run by the company called the British Broadcasting Company, or BBC for short. A lot of us think that it's ridiculous because they don't actually do much in the way of producing new stuff. But the one thing is, it goes to them. It means they don't have to put adverts in their programs, or they can just advertise programs between shows. Whereas other TV channels that we have, like ITV, I'm not quite sure what that stands for, the I, but we've got ITV, or it's Channel 3 as we usually call it. We have Channel 4, Channel 5. They put adverts in their shows. Pretty much like when you watch a Twitch stream, adverts just pop up. And it's usually the most important bits. So, but that's what pays their way on them channels. So, but yeah. But yeah, like I say, I only spend 20 quid a month on this game. This month, I won't be spending that £20 because I got a shock out of the Kelvin Memorial archive. I actually won a battle pass. Huh? That was a shock when that came up on my screen. So, and I was actually in the middle of watching Rev Juice's rant about Gala being nerfed. So, yeah, that was a shocker. But anyway, these refits, base level 200% on top. It might work. It's going to work, but whether you'll see any tangible benefits in the short term, maybe. 200% is quite a boost, but in the long term, you should definitely see it. It could actually reduce your repair bills. So, but yeah. Now, yeah. I don't know really what else to chat about, really. Because obviously Gala was the big one, wasn't it? The Mantis, obviously I've not got that. That's been fixed. But apparently that was saying about you got no Tetrions to start the cloak kit. But an unexpected cloaking device? That's interesting. Now, has that gift chest appeared yet? Because, there we go, Startup Day. One of my alliance actually posted a screenshot of what he got. Looks pretty damn good. So, but trust me to be in the way. Here we go. So let's have a look at what we got then. We got Strike Team Una, 5 shards. That has left me 1 shard short. One shard short. Oh, really? Oh. I never get many new features. Oh. Yeah, I've seen the mats were pretty decent. I've got another 5 of Benjamin Sisko, so that takes me to a nice 10. Yee! And then obviously we got the materials. So looking at these epics, I'm impressed so far. Yeah, the rares are not too bad as well. Obviously, putting all the rares together, G3 and G4, makes a bit more sense rather than going blue, green, blue, green, blue, green. But yeah, then obviously some uncommons, and a load of commons as well. So yeah, that's actually not too bad a chest for a change. So yeah, but do we want to see a compensation chest for these Uhawi Gala? I would. I think Scopely O was a compensation chest for that one. I mean, yeah, fine, a deal was made, but now I tell you what, right? How about we do some of the missions? How about we do some of the missions? My Discovery is on station, ready. Properly crewed as well, ready. So, here we go. We've got some normal missions, and we've got a side mission. Now, they've said to pay particular attention to the missions because there's going to be some clues and all that in them. So we can definitely look at that. Oh, there is one other thing as well. Now, like I said, I don't have access to the information. This is bits and bobs I've picked up from here, there, and everywhere. If you look in, is it in here? No, it's not. It is actually moved to your event store. These Hackcom logs and track transponders. Now, you do need to collect these because apparently there's a spy somewhere and we need to figure out who it is. And there's going to be a big reveal in towards the end of the arc in December. So, and apparently all this is actually going to help you. Now, to do these, obviously you're getting these isolinear rods to be able to pull them. The costing one, the cooldown times vary on them. Now you can either go after one particular one or you can spread them out. My best suggestion, spread them out. Don't focus on one officer who you think the spy could be, Cisco, Kira or Miles. Spread them out amongst them, increase your chances of getting the end result. What's going to happen? I do not know. I really don't, because yeah, this is a new thing. And I think this was the new thing that DJs was on about. trying out a new event style, which is lasting the whole 4-month arc. Yeah. So spread them out. Get this thing. Obviously, you're also going to get some of these assembly medals as well, because they'll help your research. Now, I won't be adding any additional research to me, because my cheapest research in a minute is only 1 month away, and I'm not spending a load of things. Yeah, it is very cool, and it does add something new to the game, and it's like, but what are we to do with these? I'm not actually 100% sure what we do with these. They're really pushing the amount of events lately. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed by it. They need better sourcing for the rare and epic directives. They're hard to come by considering all Marder events they push. Exactly, Abby. Yes, they do. And it's not just the rares and epics, it's the uncommons as well. All you can get on a free-to-play path for uncommons is 2 uncommon Armadas per week. You get a total of 105 directives in your dailies, and then there's 100 directives in your Alliance store as well, which costs the Alliance credits. So the fact that they're really, really pushing these Armadas at the minute, and they give us an Armada set that a lot of players are now really going for until they nerfed Gala. I don't know what the whole situation is at the minute and how everyone's thinking. Looking at the number of Armadas where it starts in a minute, I'm guessing it's really took off again. So, and we will join some Armadas during the show. Let's have a look. So what we got here is, right, so he's going to be full, so there's no point trying to join him yet. We'll wait for the next one to come round. But let's have a look in our items. Now, where are these intels going to be shoved? Well, Dollar Sedonos, I'm guessing they're going to be at the bottom of this. Yep, here we go. So, and all we're going to get is, when we ask what they are, is a docket of information procured by your intelligence sources. No way to open them, so I'm guessing at the minute it is collecting. These are collecting. So build them up, get them ready. As you can see, I've got 6 each. That's how many Isolinian rods you should have been able to acquire by now through the events that they've released. So if you haven't, then I don't know, you might have missed something. The events are still relatively easy to complete, providing your day's not extremely busy. If your day's an extremely busy one, you might struggle. Not much we can do about that, but all we can do is just wait and see what these intel documents provide us. Now, I'm looking at this, I've got a red Kira, and is that going to be a gold for O'Brien, and looks like a red scum gold for Cisco. That's an interesting one. But what they're going to be, what they're going to lead to, I don't know. Big reveal in December. Build it up, and yeah, I'm really intrigued on what Scopely has got planned for this. It would be nice to see what they've, nice to actually even be told what they've got planned for this. Besides a big reveal in December, that you just got to build it up. You've got to follow the clues all the way through, and it's not just with these, it's the missions. There's other various things that you also need to keep your eyes on. So now you just heard me go ooh. Alliance chests, yes, well, the new chests. So now, you saw it in the last video, Deep Space Nine Part 1. Obviously, I put a screenshot up of the resistant bounties. Now, I since watched a DJ video about which included these chests on the Alliance space stations, and what I didn't realise was there's a difference between these two besides the fact they both use the superior Cardassian loot. Alliance 1. This contains Alliance speed-ups to speed up the buildings. Obviously, only Commodores and Admirals can do these, but anybody can collect them to add to the slush fund of your Alliance. Now, the cost does not go linear. It's stupid again. It's one of those stupid ones. 350 for one chest, 1750 for two. What's that? That's that multiple of. That's, let me think, that's 3, 7, 14, 5. 5 times the cost. But yet to go for a third chest, it's not 5 times the cost of the 2 chests. What is it? You're going to... So 3 times the cost should actually be, what, 1,050. That is... Yeah, that is 5 times. That is actually 5 times. So, what else are you going to get? Also, you get these superconductors, subspace superconductors, which is what's used to help build your station, along with a couple of things as well around it. Alliance reserves, they're used to help move your station around, and then alliance points. These are for you. These are for you, the individual player. This is what helps build up your reputation with your alliance. What that bit is leading to, I do not know. It's got something to do with your research. You're going to need to be at a specific level in your alliance reputation for you to do some of the Starbase research. Nope, I'm going to move myself again. But anyway, looking at this one. This is player-based and alliance-based. So you're going to get some alliance speed-ups, not an awful lot. But you're also going to get some assembly medals. And they are on RNG. These are what go towards doing your research. So, yeah. Collect them as you may. Now, again, the cost is going up by 5 times per chest. Yeah. To me, it's no value going for the 2 and 3 chests. It's a complete waste of time for it. I would rather do the 1 chest every 22 hours. So, I'm going to pull this chest. Because as well, this gives me an extra bonus. So I'm going to get 45k alliance points for this one. And I'm going to pull this one. So you get 650. And I've just got 1 chest out of each. And I've managed to pull, what? 120,000 alliance points. Woohoo! So, and I've still got some loot left over. So, providing I keep doing the rares and the epics, I'm going to be golden. So what am I at the minute? 562,000. So a few more armadas, and I'll easily secure that. Let's say about 3 rares should do it. 3 rares or about 8 uncommons. Easily done, and I'll be up to the next level. So let's have a quick look at the research for it, because I didn't get to show that. Oh no, I did show this off, but I wasn't 100% sure what was going on. So obviously we're starting here with plasma conduits, oxygen scanners, and anti-protons. Again, these are going to be based on what your station is at. If I can just get that one behind me clicked. And as you can see, they're going to be using your medals to begin with, and dilithium. So it's not too bad. Power increase is not too bad. And the bonus is not too bad. Let's have a look at the eye. So we're starting off at 50% as a base, and it goes up to 300%. So obviously there are going to be various things that's going to slow down your progression on this. Say like your alliance reputation, and also those medals as well. Depends on how you get. Now, obviously coming soon. We didn't quite cover this. Well, we don't really need to cover it. It's self-explanatory, isn't it? It leads it to itself. It's research. That is coming soon. Yes. What will it be? Who friggin' knows? Because Scopely love their secrets. Yes, they will not tell us what they've got coming. Why should they tell us what they've got coming? Because they don't care that the fact that the players really want to know what's coming. They don't care that the fact the players are pretty much thinking, oh, I really want to know what's all this? What's all this? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? All they see is players spend your money. If you want to know ahead of time, spend your money or grind it out. So, well, that's the way I've seen it for the last 24 hours. Oh, the last actually couple of months with Strange New Worlds arc. I mean, that was... I'm going to start spilling that down myself in a minute. Downside to having such a big mug with such a big hole. But, yeah. So, I mean, some of this research actually does look pretty good. I mean, mitigations against the Cardassian stations, mitigations in territories, isogen emulsion efficiency. So, but yeah. So as you see, I've got 2 that I still need to start with, but we won't be starting with them. So, let's have a look at my starship. Oh, another big thing as well. If I can get it clicked on. Oh, check your internet connection. Gotta love that. So, here we go, game's rebooting. Oh, don't do any more research, there's an event coming. Ooh! I haven't been through the calendar yet. So, I'm actually shocked we've got a Parabellum so bloody early in the event, in the arc. But, that's good. I suppose we could look at the calendar as well. But yeah, so if there is an event coming up, brilliant. Now, I was going to show you Rogue Hulls. Rogue Hulls, I'm about to max out. Yeah, I'm 33 days from maxing it out. That's my quickest research. Oh, gotta love it. But the one thing is, I'm not using speed ups in a minute because I'm just trying to sort of like build them up. So, and then I can do a massive rush on research and everything. Probably around Christmas. I don't know. Get myself tiered up. I mean, I'm at 29.5 million power strength now. So, I think it's about time I sent these Meridians out. Oh, I'm still sat in War 359. I've got 2 ships out. So one's doing Parabellum and one's sat in Cardassian territory. So you there. I mean, are we actually going to find nodes big enough for me to go on for the night, or am I going to remove somebody? Who knows? But anyway, right, let's move myself across. Alliance space stations. So, as you can see, at the minute, mine's actually located in the system. And wow, we've actually got stuff to do. Oh, and a new building's been added. We've added a new building. Yes. It is a vault protection. Yes, which means it says in here. Now, given the fact that we need protection for our vaults on this, I'm going to hazard a guess that at some point in the next 4 months, these stations are going to be able to be attacked and raided for their stuff. Yes, that's going to make it quite interesting. It means it's going to be worth actually mining and spending it straight away, speeding it up straight away. I'm sure there's going to be various other things around it as well to help it. Now, the number of levels that the buildings have for this station are actually a lot lower than what you'd normally have. Like this one here is only 14 levels. That's actually not too bad. It's relatively simple. As you can see, I've got full access because I've been promoted to Commodore, because I'm one of the members of my alliance that is going to be responsible for helping with the buildings, collecting what we're mining, and just generally overseeing the station. So I've gone and been a bit of a geek, and I said I've moved my office here. So my office is now here. I mean, to me, I mean it's not real, but to me, I'm in command of this facility. It's down to me to make sure things are done, but I check with everyone what they want. There's a couple of us who are working together to decide on what we're doing. We talk about it. Obviously, I didn't know, so I've obviously missed a meeting. Yee! There's nothing new for me. But it's progression. We work together to build this station up for the Alliance. It is an Alliance station. That's what it's called. It's a pathetic excuse for an Alliance station at the minute, but it is D-Rim used to keep saying, things can only get better. Yes, I'm not actually going to sing it because my singing, apparently I'm killing a cat. Yes, in the last place I used to work, I used to have headphones on it because I worked through the night, headphones on, and I'd be singing. And they'd come in and say my name, not Pegasus, but they said my name and said, are you bloody killing a cat? Okay, so I can't sing. Never mind. That was great having Parabellum. We just got the one jelly event store. I got it to T3 already. which is very hard at 39 without uncommon ship parts. Yeah. We haven't had a Parabellum yet, have we? If we've had a Parabellum, I've missed it and I'm going to be fuming. But the Parabellum event is definitely the dog's bollocks on this. I'm not gonna mince any words on it. It's a dog's bollocks. Payout in Latinum is pretty damn good. Obviously, you get some of the Explorer parts as well. Also, you're having the Jellyfish event as well, which is running at the minute, which also pays out enough stuff. What I'm going to be able to upgrade when I get there, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if we crack on and get it done during the stream, I can probably do some upgrades. Now, there are other things to the station. As you can see, I've got... can I? No. So in front of those vaults, you can see we've got little symbols telling us that we're mining. And I'll see if we click on them, it can tell us that we're collecting it. Oh, you always do just tip on one and it does them both. Woohoo! And they've been upgraded to level 3 as well, so that's fantastic. Then you've also... Oh, assembly generators have also up to level 3 as well. Ooh! But, now, plasma processor. What exactly this is, I don't know. Besides the fact it processes plasma. So, I mean, yeah, you can probably say it kind of lends itself. A massive industrial structure which processes plasma harvested from stoves into useful materials. Okay, but, anyway, this plasma that you're going to get... yeah, you use it towards upgrading the buildings for the station. So, pretty simple really. Now, this diplomatic relations building, this is a big one as well, because this is not just basically helping to do stuff for the building. This is actually helping members of your alliance. So this is the first truly big part of the station, besides the assembly chambers, which you need for your research. The higher your assembly chambers, the better research you can get access to. But as well, if that research requires your alliance reputation, this is the building that you also need to make sure is kept on top of, is your diplomatic relations. Keep on top of it, and it does a boost. So at the minute, ours stands at 20%. So that means I'm taking out 5,000 reputation I'm getting from that uncommon Cardassian Armada, and I'm adding 20% to it. That's 200 extra points added for that Armada. So instead of 5,000, that's 5,200 I'm taking from that Armada. And now, why do I feel like I've actually got that wrong? Because 20% is actually 1/5. So actually, no, it's not 5,200. No, it was the end of August. Oh, right, okay then, mate. 5,200, that is completely wrong. It's 6,000. Yes, it's even better. I can't do maths. It's 10:30 at night nearly, so yeah. But yeah, so this is the station you also do need to try and keep on top of. Unfortunately, though, it's not as important as making sure you're able to mine this plasma so you can continue upgrading the building, because as you see on the price bar across the side there, it still needs that plasma. So you still need to mine the plasma. The plasma takes priority over this, but this also is a priority for your buildings. What other modules are we going to get to go with the station? I really do not know. I do not know. Some days are days I wish I had that NDA so I could have it out, and then I will drop hints about what modules we've got coming for the Starbase. I won't wait till the end of the month. I'll tell you through the month. I'll drop hints all the way through what we've got coming up. Get you drooling over everything. But unfortunately, like I said, I don't have an NDA, so I don't have access to it. But anyway, so that is the Alliance Station as it currently stands, and this is pretty much all we've got access to this month. As far as I'm aware, I've not heard anything saying you're going to get more about it this month, but there'll definitely be more in the coming 3 months. So, nothing else that you can really say on that. So, right, now, do we have any Armadas running? No, by the looks of it, we don't. Oh, so I'll tell you what, we're not going to do nodes just yet. I'll do them a bit later on. So, how about we do some attack? Parabellum again. I've already claimed at least one milestone I'm aware of on this. So, oh, this is a good one as well. An actual Armada event for killing the new Cardassian Armadas. Luckily, it's 2 days long, so it's going to give you plenty of time. And it's also going to give you a total of 5 O'Brien shards. So, it's definitely going to looking more and more like you've got a good chance of actually unlocking O'Brien by the end of the month. So, yeah, it is an SMS. So, crack on if you got the directives, smash them out. As you can see, I need 8,800 points. And there's your points for the uncommons. So if you can get to that 45, 2,500. So let's see, what do you need? 4 level 45s to do it. Or a crap load of level 30s. So rares, there's your points. If you can get to that level 50 rare, 5,000 points, 2 of them. Or just basically a crap load of level 30s. Epics, if you can get to the level 50, 10,000 points, just one epic. Or 6, 7 level 33s. So that's not too bad. And then it's all done. Now, I do have an actual Epic Armada available. I'm not going to run it. I'm not going to waste it on this. As much as I could, I'm not going to. So, now, you've also got a SLB, solo leaderboard here, about using the refit. So, you're going to get damage dealt in Armadas. So, you're going to score points every time you deal with Armada, do damage Armadas, and critical. You're going to get 3 times the amount by using the refit. Yes, so this new refit is going to help you with this one. And then just go out and kill the Cardies. Yeah, it's literally go kill the Cardies, this one. It's another kill the Cardies. Yes, kill the Cardies. I can't say it enough. But yeah, so there's your points for attacking those Gala-class starships. Now we've got Parabellum, Heroic. What else we got here? We've got Prey Up. So this is a PvP. Now, you've got players doing Armadas in Cardassian space. But they've also thrown this in. PvP in Cardassian space. Yes, go out, shoot players. So now, if you have the honour and the respect and a conscience, you won't attack players doing Armadas because obviously they're working on the Armada events. You'll go for the free floaters, the ones that just float in there doing absolutely nothing. If you couldn't give 2 hoots, clear an Armada. 5 targets. What do you get? 10 points a win. 10 points a win, and they are actually classifying as Cardassian space. So, if it's a 6 ship Armada, 60 points. That's the first 3 milestones done in mine. But never fear. If you lose in a PvP fight, you are still going to score some points. And it's not half. It's just above half. It's 6 points. That's even better. You can't go wrong with this one. 6 points for losing. Ha! Send a ship. I've seen people sending miners in. Yeah, miners to get popped. 6 points each time. They're obviously not caring about repair costs because it's cheap anyway. It's faster. It's cheap to also speed them up and get them done faster. 6 points. So what am I looking for this one? I am looking, let's see. 60 is 10. 20 for 120. So I'm taking 15 off. So that's 3 off. So you're looking about, what, 17 kills? 17, losing 17 times? Yeah, there you go. Miners and Discovery is out. Yeah, that's what I said. A few of us have done it on our server. I didn't. since I saw this one, I went straight in and started blowing up every ship that I could find. I made sure there were ships I could kill first, and then I started going after the big boys. If they came after me, I turned and I went after them. I was going to lose. I didn't care. I'm still getting points. Yes, it's going to cost me repairs. I know. It's going to cost me titanium. I know. Who cares? Not me. If I lose, I'm still scoring. That's all I care about for this event. So I'm going to get those rewards on that far side regardless. Now, PvP bonus. There are certain bonuses in your PvP. You can get an extra 6 points per kill. 6 points each time if you're cloaked. That's a lot of Tetrions. That's a lot of Mantises. On 6 points for being supported. So your Cerritos sending it in. But watch your Cerritos. Yeah, watch out for it. Because it will get popped. I went after a Cerritos and it ran away. So, yeah. So, getting the extra points for being supported. However, your Cerritos does become a valid target. Because it's got to be in the system. Now, there's nothing in there about debuffing players, but thankfully they've not put that in, given the fact that when this event launched, it was before the announcement. So, oh, we got an Armada there. Don't matter, we'll get round to them. And then, obviously, if you don't want to do PvP, go kill the Gala-class starships. 2 points each, 50, 51, 52, 53 kills, and you've got it done. So, it's 3 more than what I've got to do for Parabellum. Not Parabellum, for the Ball. So, they're the events we've got added today. Now, I am trying to keep track of the resources and materials that we're getting in through this month as well. And I'm going to try and keep track of it through the whole 4 months. Just to see how well it is actually paying out. Because, honest to God, I don't really have a clue how well it's actually paying out. So, but we'll have to wait and see. So, still 4 shards to get Picard. Oh, I'm a long way off that. So, on my way. So, So, now we're going to get a battle log. It's only going to take a minute to get there. So, and Valor, so she's gone for a level 33 system. And she's not a high level player, this one. So, yeah. Let's get some helps in, shall we? And what we got here? Oh, this is the jellyfish ball. So, still paying out. Now, I'm not adding this into my... most servers most likely been respectful with PvP and Armadas. Didn't take long to get done. No, hi Sarko, welcome to the stream. No, I kind of figured a lot of servers would actually play nice and all that. I mean, it's like I kept throwing in Galaxy Chat, are we having just one system? Which we did end up doing. It was Cardassia. We had the one system where we all gathered for PvP. I didn't start in Cardassia, but I ended up moving to Cardassia when... And I also said to my lens, stop doing Armadas in Cardassia. Go elsewhere. It'll be safer. Because I'm guaranteed you're going to have that one dick on your server who's not going to be respectful like everybody else. He's going to turn around and say, stuff you, I'm going to shoot your players in Armadas. So, and dollars are donuts. It could actually be somebody like a G5 player who does it. But you never know. Oh, German pint glasses. Or should we say 2 pint glasses? But anyway, so there we go. Right, we've got 4 minutes till that Armada's done. So what we'll do is we'll keep an eye on that one in the background while we just go around and blow up some jelly. So is there anything anybody who actually wants to ask, anything you want to bring up? How did you feel about Jayla? Did you go into the Discord and literally blast them with the hashtag? How outraged was you? Hey Alexis, welcome to the stream, buddy. So, I mean, I went in there and I blasted them. I got around the cursing bot by using things like chat instead of using an I used an A. Frack from Battlestar Galactica. So if anyone recognises that word, fracking, other than the mining, it was used in Battlestar Galactica to replace the F word. And obviously I've got to be careful how I say things on YouTube, so, but I want things to try and be as fluid and, you know, well, maybe not fluid, but as free-spirited as possible. So, and then obviously Smeg, if anyone remembers from Red Dwarf. So, I don't, Smeg in Hell, I think it's another F version of the F word, really. But, yeah. Oh, a rare. Yes, on my way to that one. You monkeys, on my way. So we definitely want to be part of that one. I've got 2 minutes though. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the Discovery in to hold my place. Yes. A little trick. Now, we will start one of those missions. We will actually start one of those missions. I've got a question. What's your thoughts about Chen in Armadas? Ooh. Now you see, this is a tricky one. This is where I always thought Gayla was just a complete waste of time. Because Gayla says hostile. Now, that can mean Armadas as well, because obviously she's pretty damn good against Armadas. Now, I don't know. I mean, it depends what kind of... If you're on about against these Cardassian Armadas, the rares and the epics, I suppose there is a possibility. I suppose there could be a possibility she could be used to knock their DPR down. That's an interesting one, actually. Smoke me a kipper. I don't have any fish. Ask Scopely. Because most of the executions usually stink just as bad. So, but yeah. That's an interesting one. Chen. I can't use Chen at the minute because she's out doing these. But yeah, that definitely sounds like an interesting one. I think it might be worth a look, that one. She works with Picard and Rhea Beverly. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have Picard. So, because obviously Scopely don't want to put Picard as a sourceable officer at the minute. They're obviously too scared of players maxing Picard out. I suppose that's another thing we can also quickly go over. The new recruit chest. Oh my god. Here we go. So the Enterprise is just about to defeat that. So, done it. And I'm going to send him there. Pull the Discovery out. So, and then we'll leave that there. And then we'll look at these two battle logs as well. And because this next one's a rare, we can really see how well it's actually punching without its ability. Yes, because obviously we all knew it had that ability and it really packed a punch. Now we'll see how well it's actually going to do against the fleet. My Enterprise is obviously slightly damaged, and I'll show you the crew that I'm actually running. Picard, because his morale will help keep the Enterprise shields up. And then I'm using mitigation. So, yeah. I'm trying to reduce the Armada's mitigation. So, which means we can get more shots in on that target. That's the way out. That's what I'm thinking. And obviously 5, yeah, because loot. Who wants more loot? I want more loot. So, but yeah. Now, do we know where we use Intel briefs? December. That's as much as I know. Some point in December, these Intel briefs are going to become useful. So we need to start gathering as we go. Hence the reason why I say I'm going to start one of the missions. It'll probably be the side missions. I'll leave the core missions for another live stream. And we'll see what we can pick out of this as well. And I'll get me notepad and pen out as well, so we can make some notes. So, obviously, if anyone's not done... yeah. I mean, obviously, share this out with your alliances and your discords and everything. Get more people in chat as well. And hear some more different views about how they're finding this arc. So it's like, everyone in chat, everyone currently watching right now, how are you finding this arc? Are you enjoying it? With the exception of the jailer F-up, are you actually enjoying this arc? Are you enjoying the Armadas? I've done more Armadas in this arc than I've done this year alone. Yeah, I mean, our alliance was constantly doing Stellar Armadas every single day. I'd always see something popping up about an Armada in Stellar Space popping up, but I've seen far more in Cardassian in the last 48 hours than I've seen in Stellar. I've seen a few normal ones going up as well. So, but yeah, so right, for some reason my Enterprise is not showing us actually in the Armada, but I guarantee I go on screen and it's going to tell me it's in the Armada. I hate that. A visual bug, why? So now, as well with the last video as well, the last live stream, I did say that I was going to mention about some videos I've got upcoming. They're not written down yet, but, well, the idea is written down. However, the synapse for them is not. No, I hate this arc so far. The new Alliance packs have really grinded my gears. Oh, are you on about the new faction officer faction packs in the faction stores? That requires so many bloody credits. So yeah, we're gonna touch on that shortly. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah. So what? Right. So Deep Space Ordnance, Jellyfish. Oh, we're only on 36. Oof. My God. This can be such a grind. Pun intended. But yeah, so... oh, hell. They're like 6,000 faction pull quests. Yeah, I think I've worked mine out at 7. Around about 7,000 faction credits. Now, to me, I don't understand what Scopely's thinking was around this when they set it up. Why they had to make it more expensive, I do not know. Because now you're having to decide. We do have the sayings, officers and research are for life in this game. We do have that. However, what use are officers on a Saladin who's for a level 50 player? You're now literally taking away faction credits that players need to spend on G4 ships, G5 ships, hell, even G3 ships, because it's available from Ops 30 and above. So if you're not Ops 30 yet, you won't see it. If you're Ops 30 and above, you will see it. So you're taking faction credits away from those ships to have to spend on officers. Yes, now you're going to get these officers, you're going to get maxed out now, and you can throw the argument in there. Once you've maxed those officers out, you do not need to keep buying it. But think about how much you're going to spend on those chests just to max out those officers. You're going to be spending hundreds of thousands of faction credits per faction just to max out all those officers in that chest. And like I said, we will look at it. I will go into it, I promise. I just will quickly get this bit done. And right, by the looks of it, we've won. Let's have a quick look at these battle logs. So here it is, the Obsidian Order space station. Now, as you can see, there was, how many of us was in this? 5, and 2 lost. A tier 4 D4 and a tier 4 Augur. lost. What was that? What was this one running? Gala! That's not a bad combination, really. Riker for Armadas, 6 of 11 for mitigation, and Gala for the criticals. So let's just move me thing up there. What she maxed? Maxed Gala. So definitely enjoying it so far. Even bought the new end skin. Stations are an interesting addition. Yes, they are an interesting addition, and they've got great potential. They have potential. What that potential is, I haven't got a bloody clue. So let's have a look at this battle log. So we went 14 rounds. And there we go. So the first shot it's firing is 500,000. And that was at the Tier 4 Auger. Gala's been nerfed. No, Sarko, we've had an update. She's back online. She is fully functional. If she's not fully functional yet, reset your game. Because Old Man has sent a message out on Discord saying she is back online because of the players' overwhelming feedback. No. We all kicked off. Yeah, we all kicked off. And so, which means that Scopely had no choice. So I promise you, Psycho, she is back online. As soon as I saw that come up, I was straight into our Discord. Guys, Gala's back online. She was immediately straight back out with everybody. So, but anyway, so we've got 500,000 there. So here we go. Oh, Paul Crouch. He got smacked by a critical, a 1.3 million. So now, this is his 20% chance of a critical. Yes. So please bear that in mind. And remember, these have got a 375% boost to DPR to a specific shot in the round. So for this, he's finding 1.3 million. So, yeah, reducing that down, yeah, that would be around about... That's an energy weapon, easy. So which means the first one must have been its critical, its kinetic weapon. Another 500,000 shots. Oh no, now that's a kinetic weapon. That's a kinetic weapon. And poor Kit suffered it. 4 million shot. Wow. And I've got a really dry throat now thanks to my juice. So... But another 500,000. The Continga's taken a 500,000 hit there. Oh, I take a 600,000 shot. Hey, I get my first hit. Well, it's not the first one that I've shot, but it's the first one I've been hit with. Another 500,000 there. Charging its weapons. So that's its kinetic guns. So it's got two kinetic shots at least. So... Energy weapons firing every round. Yeah, so the idea of Chen... I don't know. Maybe you could actually get away with it if one player runs Chen. Pipe Monroe Chen. Or Picard Beverly Chen. Maybe if one player ran that... That's an interesting idea. I suppose we could put it out there to the rest of the community. There's his kinetic shots. So his kinetic shots are firing 1.6 million as a standard. So, yeah. And then poor Doom is lost his shields on another crit hit. Oh, blooming hell, 2 crits in a row. Even the Continuous took one now. Go away. Downside to having mobile phones when you're doing your streams. So kinetic weapons charging, another 500,000. That I'll tell you what, that Tier 4 Auger and Tier 4 D4 are really hanging in there. They're taking some serious damage. And there goes the Auger. Finally, oh, it got hit, but it was blown up on a critical. So, oh, and then the station shields go down. So now we're literally pounding the station to hell. And then poor Crouch gets hit with a 3.4 million critical kinetic shot. Ouch! That's gotta hurt. That is really gotta hurt. So 6 rounds. So, oh, I've just been smacked by a critical. Ow! But then again, there's one thing we haven't quite looked at. I mean, look how much my shields are taking. 388,000. Wow. But 753,000 is going off into space. So, despite this thing firing a 1.2 million shot, the amount that I'm mitigating is roughly what? Don't know what that was. But yeah, I'm mitigating a fair whack here. Now let's have a look at that. So, I got a calculator I can quickly use on my laptop, because I've got my laptop just right here. So 753,016 divide 1,238,796. So I'm mitigating 60% damage there. I'm mitigating 60% of that shot. That isn't that bad, actually. So it's not full mitigation. I mean, getting the full 71% would have been nice, but yeah. So, and then, then Doom's finally destroyed on a 1.2 crit. So, let's just see how much of that critical shot he was mitigating. So, we've got 5,69079 divided by 1,249,955. 45.5%. So his mitigation is not extremely high, and obviously that will go down to his crew loadout as well. So, but yeah, and then obviously we're just pounding it for the remainder of the 8 rounds. So, but that's quite good hull strength as well. The fact it can take 8 rounds worth of shooting. So that was the rare. And oh, here's a D4. Yeah, so he's running Gala and he's running a critical build. So yeah, so he's not really doing any... Oh. He started off badly damaged anyway. So that probably didn't help. What about the Augur? Did it start off at... Oh, the Augur started off at full. So, yeah. That's quite interesting. So the D4 might have lasted an extra round should it have been fully healed, at full hull. But as it has, it didn't. So here we go. So now I'm getting me miles, and that's for the perimeter security. Woohoo! So I don't want an interceptor. So fly across the system to go get that ship. And what we got here, jellyfish ball. Oh, there's the next one. So right, I'm gonna bring Discovery home because I want to literally just pull the jellyfish through, because obviously I want to have a look. So we've got they're running a level 39 uncommon. Wow, they're being brave. They are being brave. Let's have a look at this one. So that's a 37 million target. Still got a 10% each round. And how much is his punching? Ouch! 8 million! 8 million DPR! 8 million DPR! When it hits its critical, That is 24 million DPR to hit its critical, and that's if it fires critical shots for every single weapon. It's 2 energy weapons and it's 2 kinetics. Potential 24 million shot in that firing in that round. Wow. These guys are mad. I've not gone up to a 39 yet. Now let's have a look here. What we've got in this fleet. I don't think I would. I think he's full. Yeah, he said he's full, but I can't stop my ship. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna watch this one. So if any members of my alliance are actually watching, you're in this, you're bloody brave. So pull my ship off because I don't want to skew with their results. So let's have a look what they're flying. A 12 million Katinga. So yeah, so it's just the Intrepid and the Enterprise there that's actually the weakest in that fleet. But they're going to go for it. How much damage are they going to do is another story. Now, yes, I could jump in. I could replace either that Intrepid or the weak Enterprise, but I'm not going to. One, I'm too badly damaged to do this. I'd only do this with a full hull. I wouldn't do it missing 40% of my hull. I wouldn't. And two, I think you'd really need to make sure. The one thing that's going to work on this one is the Gala. So, yeah, Gala's really going to be the one that works on this. I mean, I suppose I could really join one for the battle log. So we could actually have a look at the battle log of them taking on the level 39. So, how well they're going to do. They won. They beat it. Wow. They beat it. I'm impressed. So, what do you think helped that one? Gala. That's the only explanation for that one. Gala was the one that actually helped him with that, because she would have knocked them down. So, right, on my way. Oh my lordy. There we go. So we're going to go for this one. I'm not going to go for the big time just yet. So, oh, we got some targets. Yee! About time too. So I'm actually surprised they did that. Managed to beat that. But then again, if they're using Gala, then they would have done it. So, but yeah. Oh, bloody hell. I suppose this is an event that you could do with multiple jellies. You could get it done faster. But then again, I don't think the Spike crew would work with these, because you're attacking explorers or transports in this system. Well, you could go after the interceptors, I suppose. But the problem is, I don't think they're actually strong enough for the Spike crew to work properly with them. Because I've noticed that you go after hostiles in like normal faction space, and the Spike crew are not that good. Send them up against the big boys, like say your Swarm or your Borg, freaking it, they're the bee's knees. So I'm guessing it has something to do with the size of the enemy that they're taking on in relative to the size of the ship they're on. That's just my theory. But I mean, hell, I could be right. So here we go, final one. So then we'll summon the jelly back, and then we'll get it repaired, and we'll see what upgrades. So let's claim that. So we've got it ready, and then summon jelly. Woo! Bye bye. Jelly back. And repair. Ask. Speed. 30s. Get it done. Manage. Upgrade. So, what can we upgrade? Well, don't need to upgrade the engines because they're already done. So I've got either me internet crashing. Gotta love technology nowadays. So okay, here we go. Back online again. Right, okay, so since we've got this up, let's have a quick look then. Complete events starting in September through November to earn rewards and accumulate officer intel briefs. Redeem for more rewards in December when the spy is revealed. So basically, to answer the question, I mean, I can't remember what it was you said. Here we go, Sarko. You said, what's the deal with these? Well, here we go. Basically, collect them, and we're going to get to spend them in December when they reveal who the spy is. So it's either going to be Kira, Cisco, or O'Brien. Kira, I can't imagine being a spy. Literally, I can't imagine her doing that. Because she's too... she's blunt. She's like a blunt instrument. She wields a blunt instrument. Cisco... he's got too many standing morals. I mean, hell, he went after a guy who betrayed him. Now, I know what you're going to say about the morals. Really? Because he actually poisoned the planet. Yes. He did poison a planet. For humans, Cardassians could still live on it. So, yeah. When you've got to flush somebody out, sometimes, yeah, I can't. I've got the saying, but I just can't remember how it's worded. Desperate times for desperate measures. So, but yeah. So, and O'Brien, yeah, I can't really see him neither. Again, too loyal to Starfleet. Why would he be a spy? But anyway, who knows? We'll find out when December gets here who the spy is going to be. So, right, so where was we before the internet went down? Here we go. So, we have the option of the impulse engines, which will boost me up around about 5,000. Nice little boost there. Not. Red matter torpedoes. Hi, Matthew. Yes, I know what you mean, mate. It's sad and it is shocking news, but she's been looking a little bit poorly for a while. And yes, these upgrades are expensive. 187 million trits. Ouch. But yeah, so we can upgrade the red matter torpedo, or we could upgrade a phaser cannon. Or could upgrade a phaser cannon. So I'm not quite sure how much of this I'm actually going to do. I'm 20 blueprints off the blue BP jelly. Keep grinding, mate. Keep grinding. Trust me. She is a wing. She's not much cop. Low down. Put it that way. She's not much cop. At the minute now, I can get 8 of those transports, not the heavy transports, the ordinary transports in Sol, Romulus, or Kronos. I can get 8 of them. I've got a couple of upgrades available here, but the question is, what do we go for? Spend events at the weekend. Hi, Darren. Is there? We've not looked at the calendar yet. Ooh, so good at got grinding rep. Yes, they can grind rep. I'm using it to grind my Romulan at the moment. So, I tell you what, let's go have a look at the event calendar. Now, I know normally I would have actually done this by now, but given all the hoo-ha and the faffing around by Scopely over the last 48 hours, I've not actually done a video on this yet. So, there we go then. So the battle pass, there's all your points, blah, blah, blah. Yes, there's an epic officers resource spending event. Resources? Do you mean materials? So, yeah, might be worth saving them up then. So, right, non-battle pass specific events. So, Deep Space Nine Part 1, a certain station and wormhole. This is your mission 1. Obviously, it's going to run through the whole month. So, not much to be said on that one. Recruit Deep Space Nine Cisco starting, what, tomorrow? For 2 days. By spending materials, rare and epic directives. Including Borg and Eclipse armadas. Really? Really? They've finally decided to put the Borg and Eclipse armadas in a recruit event. Are they? Oh my god. And Cisco is then running for the other 2 events as well, starting the 16th and on the 23rd. But he's also going to be accompanied with Kira or Miles on those 2 events. So, it's good they finally added the Borg and Eclipse armadas, because Eclipse armadas are the one set of armadas in this game that is so easily sourced. If anyone remembers the live stream that I did with the Stella, I told you how frequently you can do those armadas. Uncommons and rares, one of them every single 2 days. And that's if you grind your keys and mine your data. You can do an uncommon and a rare every 2 days. The epics you can do once every 10 days. If you save them up, you're now going to get to use them. It now gives us a mean... Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for pointing that out, Doom. Hi, buddy. Welcome to the stream. I didn't see that. Here I am boasting, saying, finally they've actually done something good. No. All hey, nuts. Just losing the plot. I thought they've finally done something good. Finally actually give us a better way to actually compete in these cost server leaderboards. Oh, I tell you what, I really need to stop and read before I start getting on a tangent, because that's now, yeah, that's just like, yeah, okay. Solo leaderboard for recruiting Cisco. What a shocker. I would hazard a guess that they are going to have the SMSs. Yes, they are. They are going to have the SMSs, and the dates are there. The 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd. All lasting 48 hours each. So, right. So that's them. Heroic Armada Commander. Just finished. The next one's up is on the 14th and then the 21st. Again, another 40. Oh, those recruit ones are 72 hours, not 48. These are for the heroic commanders are 48. You gave Gayla away. Her lockup with that video. I didn't. The Scopia set the bar for this month's ability to satisfy its player base. Might be pushing them a bit to actually do something good. Yeah, it would be Doom. Nuts, you're going to have to kind of explain that one, because I didn't give Gayla away. She's been a standard mechanic in the game. I think the last thing I did about Gayla was to do with the Eclipse Armadas, because me and you were working on that one during the stream. You're asking me to go here, there and everywhere, and that's where I was going to test her. But that's the last thing I remember doing about Gayla. I don't remember adding her to a recent video, especially with the Cardassian Armadas. I hadn't done one on them yet. So, but Doom, yeah, you definitely got a point there. They've definitely set the bar. But it's also a stark reminder to the players, and this is one thing we have to bear in mind. It is shown, and they did this with the Trilog, because obviously a lot of us have forgotten about that now, and RevJuice brought it up recently, especially in his video about Free Gala. They did this with the faction locks a couple of years ago, because they didn't want players to go for all the factions. They only wanted you to grind the one. But the problem is, because they had the locks there, players saw that as an advantage to go for all three. That set the bar when they took that down. It showed Scopely's not afraid to take something off that works, that's been in the game since its inception. They're not afraid to take it off. However, if the community screams, shouts, fights, complains loud enough, and gives Scopely such a bad rep, we win. And that is what today was with Gala being reactivated. It was a win for the players. Scopely get away with a lot of small victories. And they thought they got away with this one as well when they took Gala off us. Until we said, whoa, no, not going to happen. You put it back on right now. They did. Okay, it took 24 hours. We're going to find out about it sooner or later. Scopely must not have known about her abilities. I was kidding, of course. You'll get used to my sense of humor. Yeah, I will, nuts, eventually. Scopely is... Oh, yeah. But... So, yeah, Scopely now has showed us again, they're not afraid to take something away from us if it works in our favour. Yes, they should give us tile. Hello Card 1 ATAC. I'm not sure I got your name right there. I'll just call you Card. Yeah, RevJuice talked about a few days ago. Yes, he did mention that. It was literally just what was it? Yesterday. Literally yesterday, because that's when they did it. It was yesterday afternoon. He put out that video. Within a couple of hours of that video, they took it down. They took Gala out of the picture massively. But Rev said that they'd been talking about it longer. So just bear that in mind, that the dev team sit there talking about all these little things. Oh, how can we screw the players over today? Oh, Gala's working against these new Cardassian Armadas. As much as we only wanted the new Deep Space Nine crew to work with them, apparently the players actually did what the game wants them to do, which was develop a strategy, learn what's going to work and what's not against the stuff that we give them. They found one, and that's Gala. We need to nerf her. And that is what they did. After Red's video, they nerfed her. But we all came together. We all said, no, you're not doing that. I don't know how many people even put in there about the crap that we've had this year. Because a few of us have mentioned it. The crap that we've had. The problems we've had this year. And then they go and do that. Enough's enough. I had one person message in one of my videos. They had so many members of their alliance and 4 players left after Gala was nerfed. 3 of them were light spenders, 1 of them was a whale. Hopefully, now Gala's back, maybe they'll come back to the game. Hopefully, touch wood. But hopefully, players will come back to the game. I mean, I just mentioned about one of your comments I read out earlier, saying that this is the crappiest game that they've ever been, that they've had the dissatisfaction of playing. I'm sorry you feel that way. Yes, it can feel like the crappiest game ever. Strange New Worlds, I was getting to the point I was bored and I was really begging myself to get myself a computer. Just go out and get some credit and go get a computer to play Star Trek Online. But I didn't. I stuck with the game, grinded it out, and I thought, you know what? This year is like a marriage. Alright, and this is the one thing we players need to remember, is we want to play this game. Doesn't matter how long you've been in. If you've been in it for a month, a day, a week, or you've been in it since day one. We've all come to this game because we like Star Trek. We love Star Trek. We want to play a Star Trek game. This is one of the... Next to Star Trek Online, this is the next largest Star Trek game on the market. That's free to play. It's on mobile, which expands it to more people because it means they can walk down the street with a phone in their hands, blowing targets up until they walk into a lamppost. But we wanted to play this. So effectively, we've become married to this game. How many of our partners, how many of our wives has turned around and lost us to the game? My partner complains about it all the time. Oh, you're on your flipping game again. No, the game's up, but the phone's sat on the side. But yes, actually, there are a lot of times I'm sat there and I'm playing the game. But I'm also like watching the kids. Sometimes I'll hoover, watching the game. Yeah, hoovering. Might do the pots, put it on my phone stand in front of me, watching like some Rev Juice. She jokes that I love Rev Juice more than I love her because I'm always watching his videos. I'm only watching new videos that come out. I don't get to watch the live streams all the time when he releases them because my kids are up. And they'll kick off if I put him on. So, well said. We created a strategy game using what was provided. Exactly nuts. It is. And that is what this game is advertised. It's advertised as a strategy game where you need to think. You need to think, right, well, we've got this, what can we do? When Gala was nerfed, I started flicking through my officer thinking, what can I use? What officer could we use? I tried Mitchell. And I tried... Who else did I try? I tried Strange New World Spock because of his captain's ability. No, that's actually stuck straight specifically at hostiles. It does not include armadas. I thought because Gala says hostiles, doesn't say anything about armadas. But then again, armadas wasn't released when Gala was. Armadas came over a year later. But Spock says hostiles. So I thought, just maybe. No. Two of us tried him in one armada and we both got slaughtered. Didn't work. And I looked at how goes Mitchell work. Failed miserably. I don't even know if I've got a log. But we'll get back onto that in a minute. Let's just see if I actually have a log with Mitchell. I don't think I do. If I do, it's going to be right down the bottom. I've done a lot of PvE today. 12 hours ago. So Mitchell, I'm looking around 24 hours ago. Here we go. 1 day ago. Obsidian order. No, this would be mine. Here we go. So victory defeat. Was this the Mitchell one? Yes, here we go. So this was the crew that I tried. And the reason I tried it was this. 50% chance for 1 round when hit by a critical. So a 50% damage boost. Right? Best non-Gala crew is Troy, Yard, Picard. Yeah, that's pretty good. Actually giving use for Tasha Yar, other than the yellow dots. However, again, Picard. Not many players have got Picard. Well, actually, I think there's a fair few players who've got Picard. But anyway, 50% to damage. Now, maybe I ran with the wrong crew. I don't know. But this was a level 36. So, as you can see, the power difference. But look how much damage I did to it on the damage bar. Pretty much nothing. I think that's about 2, maybe 3% damage. We went 5 rounds. And I got hammered. Absolutely hammered. So, yeah, Mitchell wasn't exactly a benefit. I mean, if we look at the weapons... So, I mean, it's not exactly increasing my weapons damage by an awful lot whatsoever. Yeah, he's barely increasing my weapon damage. Oh, there we go. There's a bit more of a weapon boost. No, he's not even really doing nothing. How about Epic Data? Not got him. I've not got him. There's a chance he could be a decent card, and he might be another one that would actually work. But Mitchell was no bust. But he worked here. He worked against this level 30. So, yeah. And then, obviously, like I say, we ran one with Spock. There was two of us running Strange New World Spock. And I can tell you now, we went 6 rounds. Spock did not proc once. Absolute, not procced once. There. Decrease hostile critical chance by 15%. Bearing in mind that this is a 10% increase at the end of every single round. But he didn't proc. Now the officer ability I would not have expected to proc, because at the end of the day, yes, I'm on an explorer, but I'm not attacking an interceptor. I'm attacking a marder. So I did not expect the officer to proc. The character's ability, I really hoped it would, but it didn't. Didn't proc once. So it was a bust. Obviously, Major was saying to me, oh, I'm winning a few with him. So we tried it. Yeah. I said, sorry, mate, he's not working. Oh. Okay. Well, anyway, so I would have used Picard, Beverly Mitchell, or Beverly Mitchell. There's an interesting one there, Nuts. Beverly Mudd Mitchell. That's an interesting one. I wish I had some Armada directives to test this one. So, 6 Decius and Riker are no good for Cardassian Armadas. By the time they get strong, the Card Armadas are way too powerful. So, well, that's interesting. And it's a good combination that we now know will not work. 6 Decius and Riker. Don't use it. So, but again, this is bringing it down to what the game is. It's strategy. Let's work on solutions. Let's see what we can do. But yeah, but obviously after Gailey was nerfed, pretty much the highest we would all go was literally a 33. That is it. Because we knew we could do that with normal crews. So, but yeah, so we ran a fair few Armadas. And cracked on, and Dorsey carried on, because obviously it's building up your alliance reputation, and it's getting stuff for your base eventually. So, right. So, where was we in the calendar? Heroic Armada Commander. So, we've just done that one, the milestones, by spending Armada directives and starting Armadas. Exclude Doomsday, Borg, and Eclipse. So, next one. Heroic Starbase Staffing. I actually enjoyed this one. I actually enjoyed it. Earn points by acquiring officer shards and earning a bonus for DS9 officer shards. Well, if you're fortunate enough to have them, again, you need to spend to get them. Then you'll do well. Now, next one coming up is a solo leaderboard 20+. Starbase Scholar. Earn points by spending assembly medals and earning a bonus for completing any Starbase research project. So, as somebody mentioned back in the chat, not quite sure where it was, they did say that there was an event coming round for the research. So, I'm just looking back through the chat, see if I can find it. No. I've probably skipped. I've probably gone over it, but I'm just quickly glancing. So, yeah, they said they will have full care unlock in a few hours. Who bought the Elite Pass? I haven't bought the Elite Pass yet, but I will be getting it in the next week or so. Given that I just actually won one with the Kelvin Memorial Archive on Discord. So, literally, it's just spam something in a specific channel on there. You get logged in by the bot. And it just picks out players at random. And I was actually shocked to see my name get called out on that one. Woohoo! But yeah. So Starbase Scholar. So obviously that's your Starbase research as well. Now move myself back over a wee bit. Cardassian Threat. That's the one that's currently going on at current. Kill the Cardies. This is obviously your Alliance leaderboard and milestone. Kill the Cardies. Apparently it's the only one that we've got. But hey ho, there it is. Next one up will be Starbase Artifact. architecture, sorry. I can't even pronounce words now. Build and upgrade the Alliance Starbase modules. Earn additional points by supplying additional subspace conductors or upgrading your own station buildings. So, I am seeing two different paths here. One that is the Admiral and the Commodores are responsible for upgrading your starbase. Yes, you didn't have to build it till September the 13th, but if you did, then that's fair dues. Upgrade the buildings, you get points for upgrading all the different modules on the starbase. So it might be worth doing those speed ups, getting as much plasma as possible, and just generally holding back as much as you can. Then obviously earn additional points for going to get those chests out your Alliance store to provide the subspace superconductors. So there's a second path. Now, third path, as I've already mentioned too, not that we all need to see the logs on that. Troy crew. Yeah. Which logs are you on about, Nuts? Are you on about just for the Troy crew? I haven't ran them. But then again, I haven't got Picard. So it makes it a little bit harder for me to look at those ones. But anyway, so superconductors is your second path. The third path is upgrade your own buildings. As you saw from mine, I've got a few buildings building up. But yeah, we shall see. Next one, Celestial Prospector. Harvest plasma stores with your Alliance Starbase to score. Additional scoring through mining materials and resources across the galaxy. So again, oh, okay. The Troy, Yara, Picard. Loadout. I don't know, maybe the research event mentioned Sats on Monday. Sorry, just hit Ops 40, was talking to my Alliance. Yeah, no, that's fine, mate. Obviously, if you're in the stream, I don't expect you to stop playing the game. Bloody hell, I'm not stopping playing the game. I'm still playing it while I'm doing this, aren't I? So why should you be any different? You can carry on playing the game. Jesus, it's your game. So just to put that on it. Celestial Prospector, so basically going out and mining materials and resources. Guarantee you the materials are going to score more than your resources. So, but the plasma ones are going to be your biggest scorers. So ideally you do need your starbase, and that's going to follow on from the architecture. Starbase duty is also going to come back on the 13th for another round, solar milestones. Starbase staffing on the 12th, 18th and 25th. Earn points by spending faction credits, obtaining officer shards and promoting officers. So, I'm beyond tired. Have a good night. Yeah, right, I'll catch you later, Doom. I'll see you back in game tomorrow, because I'll be on there. But we'll be wrapping up the stream soon anyway, because we're already at 2 hours, so, and I am starting to get a little bit tired. So, Starbase staffing. Earn points by collecting officer shards, spending faction credits, and promoting officers. So, basically, a scaled down domination event, really. And then you've got perimeter security, which we've got running right now. And then it's also coming back on the 15th and the 22nd, running for 2 days, earning points by defeating the Cardassian Armadas and sending Alliance helps. So, and that's the solar milestone for 22s and 22s. 23 and above, pretty much the same thing. Why they split that down into 2 segments, I really don't know. Well, hey-ho. Right, Deep Space Ordnance, another one that's running at the minute, and it's again on the 15th and the 22nd, again, 48 hours. Earning points by dealing damage to the Armadas, earn bonus points when using the new salvage refits. Okay. So, right, another event that we've got coming up as well on the 10th, the 17th and the 24th is Frontier Medicine. Get your hands on assembly medals to earn points. Send help, contribute to your alliance, scoring additional points. So basically, it's like the Unity event, really. So, yeah. Heavy hitters also making a return, using the DS9 officer as captain for bonus points. So it's dealing criticals to hostiles. And that's starting on the 11th and the 18th for 48 hours. And then counterintelligence trivia, 20th to the 24th. So we've got that to come. Scoring this event by completing the action associated with the correct answer. So basically, scrambled communications. Did you come up with a crew for the damage event today? No, I didn't. 1 point after mitigation. Yeah, no, I haven't. I know some people have come up with some crews for that one. So, but anyway, right. So I'm going to crack on with this because obviously I want to get wrapped up because there's a couple of things I want to get done before I go to bed tonight. So we've got Espionage at the minute, as everyone knows, is running. That's this week's long. We've had the trivia, which most of you have already completed. In the last video as well, I gave you the answers and what to do. Insider Information Trivia 2 starting on the 13th. Again, another few days of trying to answer some questions, probably some information on Deep Space Nine. Alpha Quadrant Intel, that was on yesterday. It's coming back on the 10th and the 13th. Gaining experience with the Syndicate or by hunting the faction hostiles and obtaining the encrypted messages from the scouts as well. Prey and Predator, which we got running at the minute. Who do you suspect as a spy? I can't see any of them being a spy, but if I had to maneuver myself into picking one, I would have to say really goes against it, but given their background on what they had to do in the series, I'd say Miles O'Brien, because he had to work for Starfleet Intelligence. So I think it might be Miles O'Brien. So the Intel is there. They've got Prey and Predator, which is running at the minute, participating in PvE, PvP battles in Cardassian space, earning points for cloaking and supporting in PvP. Supply chain antics coming on the 11th and 21st. Raid plundered cargo from Romulan Cleon supply ship, so that's going to get full. That's going to have players going for that no end. So basically going into Klingon Romulan space, hunting for the Klingon Romulan supply ships and getting the plundered cargo off them. The more cargo you get, the more points you're going to get. Additional scoring for raiding players for resources and materials. So that sounds like an OPC hunting to me. Because materials as well, that's got to be OPC hunting. Friends and Foe. We've already had that. It's another round coming on the 14th and the 25th. Earn points by attacking any hostile vessel. Earn bonus points by attacking a Cadiz. Next event on the 20th is Keeping Up the Facade. Complete additional daily goals beyond your final score. So, basically doing all your dailies. Anything above that, so minus 260, so anything above 260, you will get points for. Damage event, use Ortega, Spock, Kang on the Franklin. I've won several of them, but ooh, probably a changeling. Yeah, card that could be a changeling coming in. Fractured factions, destroy Klingon hostiles. Bonus scoring for having the DS9 in the chair. So yeah, hostile hunt basically, and that's coming on the 16th and the 23rd for 48 hours. Distractions to wrap it all up is on the 11th and the 18th for 48 hours, and that's away teams. Earn extra points for sending DS9 crew as the team leader. And then also you've got your additional events, which is Parabellum, Cosmic Cleanup, Jellyfish Pursuit, and the Jellyfish Brawl. So I'm going to leave it there for tonight because I really do need to nip off. So thank you everyone for coming to join the stream tonight. I do appreciate it. Please don't forget to smash the like button. Also, I'm guessing everyone who's watching so far is a subscriber. So if you watched it after the stream, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. So until the next video that I will do, wait, not heavy hitter, I win all of those, ask the Admiral. Oh yeah, the amount of screenshots you send me, nuts, Jesus Christ, I'm struggling to keep up with what you sent me from day to day. This is the damage event. Cool. So anyway, but right, I really do need to get off. So stay safe, guys. Live long and prosper, and I shall catch you on the next stream. Good night.